It's been 29 years since the shocking Heavens Hill Distillery fire that pushed the company out of Bardstown for decades.
But this year, Heavens Hill made a triumphant return home. I dove back into the vault to take a look at the road back to Bardstown.
Through the haze of stormy skies, flames caught on our Sky 11 chopper. The closer you got, the hotter the fire, the stronger the smell of bourbon, the more shocking the sight of 90,000 barrels of bourbon burning at Heavens Hill in Bardstown.
Unbelievable. I have never seen this much fire at any given time, and just one building going by itself, and you've got 4 and 5 burning at one time.
The rain did little to douse the flames, fueled by what was later valued at nearly $30 million worth of bourbon, but the 75-mile-per-hour winds did carry the fire from warehouse to warehouse to warehouse. WHAS 11 reporter George Sells was on scene, battered by the driving rain, frantically calling back to the studio to fill in our own Melissa Swan.
Just having to stand back and watch them burn at this point. There's absolutely nothing they can do, and as this rain comes in and these heavy winds, they have to be blowing. They're gusting over 40 miles an hour down here.
At least 10 fire departments fought to contain the blaze, but just as it did the warehouses, the fire overwhelmed the crews, some dropping their gear and running for cover, others simply standing in the dark, staring as fire scorched the earth around the facility.
It makes your heart start beating real fast when the pager goes off, but then when you pull up and you see that amount of fire with the resources that we have, you know that it's a losing battle.
The next day, our Sky 11 chopper capturing these images of red-hot embers even as the sun rose.
The scorched ground shows the path where flaming liquid bourbon rolled down the hill from the warehouses onto the distillery and other buildings.
Devastation. Workers on the ground comparing the ruins of what was left to a war zone. Vehicles abandoned and burned. Tires melted completely off. Tens of thousands of barrel rings sitting atop charred wood and ashes that once held 4 million gallons of bourbon. Federal investigators were called in to determine a cause, but the remains left few answers and even more questions.
There's no indication that the fire was intentionally set. The fire cause now will be classified as undetermined due to the intensity of the heat.
What was certain? The Heavens Hill distilling operation would never be the same. The distillery had to move away from its roots to Bernheim for nearly 30 years, until finally a path home presented itself.
As we cut the ribbon today, we're just not opening the doors to this new distillery. We are opening a new chapter in the story of Bardstown, a story where bourbon, tourism, investment, and community progress are all woven together.
September 2025, our cameras were rolling as a new Heavens Hill Distillery opened its doors to the city and the community it calls home.
Cheers. Cheers.
You can visit that new Heavens Hill bourbon experience in Bardstown. Just go to Heavens Hill's website. You can find times and buy tickets online.